Assure the labware and accessories are present and populated on the deck. Log into the Nexus software. Confirm pipette tips are loaded and the quantity and location are correct. Confirm the lot numbers of cartridges to be used and confirm the quantity of cartridges per slot. Confirm the nature of sample. Initiate shift and scan of sample tubes. Confirm sample information and, if required, confirm correct dilution information and diluent location. Start run by pressing the Start Automation button. Once the user has prepared the deck and the software, and the Start Automation button has been pressed, the Nexus software will perform the steps required to pipette, dilute, run, and report the samples loaded in the racks. Nexus uses custom scripts to direct the gripper and pipette to complete the steps for dilution and to place the sample in the cartridge. The software will display information in the Automation Status tab, which can be selected at the bottom left portion of the screen. The status bar in the upper part of the screen displays information about the overall number of samples that have run, are awaiting process, or other relevant information. The status field shows if the robot is in an active, moving, or passive resting state. The gripper removes the cartridge from the dispenser and places it into the Next-Gen MCS instrument. The sample is picked up from the sample tubes or the dilution pedestal and placed into each of the 4 channels of the cartridge. Once the sample test is complete, the gripper removes the spent cartridge from the Next-Gen MCS reader and places it into the waste bin. If, after starting the automation run, the user is required to add additional samples, they can do so by pressing the Pause Automation button and add more sample tubes. The Shift and Scan feature will rescan the tubes, looking for newly added samples, and the user can confirm the data entries are correct. The run is resumed by clicking Resume Automation. When the Nexus has completed testing all samples, it will remove any remaining cartridges from the Next-Gen MCS and return the gantry to a neutral position. The user can then safely empty the wastebaskets and retrieve and discard any dilution tubes that were used during the run. The sample racks can safely be removed, as well as the diluents in the dilution rack. The Nexus ensures compliance with data integrity standards, generating 3 separate types of reports to analyze endotoxin results and track the audit trail of both the Nexus software and robotic movements. The audit trail report contains a log of all functions performed by users. It stores all the movements and functions of the Nexus, ensuring the ability to reconstruct critical elements of data generation to give firms more insight into the investigative process during unexpected events. The Nexus software can create 2 assay report templates: Detailed and Summary. The detailed report features all relevant testing data, and the summary report is a truncated version that is helpful when testing a large number of samples. Users can select multiple assays to view, print, or email, and the software can export files in several formats that can be imported, analyzed, and reviewed by your LIMS.